Another video, man, and today this video is going to be about not giving up, bro. Not giving up is not as, I wouldn't say it's hard, but it's not as easy sometimes. Like, giving up could seem like it could seem like it's easier to give up than it is to keep going, but in reality it's easier to keep going than it is to give up. Giving up, you're not even trying, you just don't care, to be real. So like, a question that I like to ask myself is like, are you a winner or are you a loser? And a winner, the difference between a winner and a loser is a winner is just a person that tried one more time before giving up. And a loser is a person that just gave up before trying one more time. Because say that one more time, you tried something that you genuinely want to do and it actually worked. But say if you gave up, you never seen that opportunity to come. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not going to say that you won't have temptations when you lock in, bro. When you lock in, that's when the devil's going to try to attack at you more, because once you locking in, like, within yourself, you're also locking in with your relationship with God as well, you know. So like, without God, you can grow only so far, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like how God can reward you, the devil can reward you too, and most people don't even know that. So like, if they see something good happening in their life or something that's going in a better direction than what they used to, they're gonna be like, oh God, this, God, that. But how I look at it is like, say you say a prayer, right? You ask for something, and the prayer gets sent up to an angel, and the angel take it to God. And then God gives the prayer that you asked for and sends it back to the angel. But say you're doing something, or let's say you're distracted, right? You're distracted to the point to where you can't even receive your prayer. And then most people will be like, oh, why God this? Why God that? Why God's not answering my prayer? Why God not listening? But have you ever thought to yourself and asked, what am I doing to not to be able to receive my prayer? Because most people could ask for things. Because when the Bible says you ask, you shall receive, right? So it's not that God don't want to give it to you, but you could be asking for something that you're not even necessarily ready for. And you won't know you're ready for it until either it happens or it don't happen. So you have to prepare yourself. That's the whole point of preparing yourself. So if you asking for something, you got to ask yourself, are you really ready for what you're asking for? Because like, I remember when I was asking God for discipline, and then when he started showing me how to really like work on my discipline, I thought I was ready. And I'm not gonna lie, like at first I started failing, bro. I'm just like, I ain't ready to let go of certain things. I ain't ready to lock in for real. Until I just had to sit down with myself and just like, man, you know, it's only so much. It's only so much you can do until you like get to that point, like where you're really tired of being tired. And if you know what I'm talking about of tired being tired, it's like you're just tired of, not in the sense you're like tired of life, but you're tired of like going through the same things, having the same habits, and feeling the same feelings and emotions that you're going through. So like in reality, you have to work on strengthening your spiritual and your mental, and that reflects what your physical life is. So a lot of people get mad at their physical life, but in reality, to control your physical life, you have to control your spiritual and your mental. And with controlling your spiritual helps with your mental, what helps with the physical. So with that being said, is like, your thoughts control your emotions. Your emotions control your actions. So if you're thinking negative, you're going to start feeling negative. Then you're going to start doing negative things. So if you think positive, you're going to start feeling positive. You're going to start doing positive. You get what I'm saying? So you have to like really, really, really want it. And you got to genuinely ask yourself, are you ready for real? And it's okay if you're not ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's not going to just wake up one day and just be like, oh, I'm ready. Put on a suit and tie, and, you know what I'm saying, and go save the day. Like, it doesn't just happen like that. You got to genuinely, like, ask yourself, are you ready for what you're asking for? Because God will give it to you. But if you ain't ready for it, he will take it away. And then it's like, depending on what you're asking for, if you haven't been genuinely aligned within yourself and with God, you won't receive it at all. So it's like, I'll put it like this, right? Say you want a new car, but the car that you got, you're not even grateful for the car that you have, or you hate the car that you have, or you see other people with nicer cars and you like mad and you start hating. Why would God want to bless someone that's not even grateful for what they do have? It's some people that never had a car. There's some people that probably won't ever own a car. There's some people that have multiple cars. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta learn how to be grateful for what you do have. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when I named this channel Secrets to Life, bro, I really meant the secrets to life. It's not even really a secret. It's just more the stuff that people don't really talk about, like the real, like, I'm giving it to you blood raw, like. And I'm only saying that because I genuinely used to be like that. I remember I used to get mad, or I used to hate when I used to see somebody with a car and I'm like, damn, I'm tired of walking. But it's like, if you're tired of something, what are you gonna do to change it? Because you could be tired, but what are you gonna do to change it? If you're not gonna actually put in the work to change it, nothing's gonna happen, bro. Like, a person could give you a blueprint of how to make $1 million, but if you don't put in that work, you're never going to see the $1 million. So you can like be telling yourself lies the whole time, and really like you're doing it to yourself, bro. Like, if you're not where you want to be and you're not like achieving stuff that you want, bro, you're doing it to yourself. And I'm only saying that because I done did it to myself. Like, I know. So I'm not just saying it just to get views or to make myself feel good. I'm telling you because I personally went through it. And I'm still low-key going through certain things, but it's like I've gotten better with like keeping it real with myself and like asking myself like, okay, if I really want to better myself, I got to start doing things that it's going to take for me to better myself, like reading books, meditating, reading my Bible, you know what I'm saying? More prayers to God, like, and not just that, but like doing it genuinely, not just doing it just like, I read a book, I'm gonna feel smarter. Because you could be reading a book and not gain no knowledge if you're not understanding what you're reading. So like, you have to sit down and study this stuff too. And that's something that I have been lacking on, bro. Like, I've been reading my Bible, but I haven't been sitting down and studying like how I used to. And like, I could feel like that gap between like my spiritual and my mental. Like, I'm not saying like I'm in like a bad headspace every day, but lately I've been having like, how could I explain it? Like, my emotions, like I'll have an emotion come up and it'll be out of nowhere, like, and I wouldn't necessarily like did something or someone did something to me to make me feel that way. It just like comes like, just like out of a bad thought. So like, you can have a bad thought, but that don't mean you have to think it. But if you're not like telling yourself that, oh, I don't have to think this thought, you're not going to see it, because you thinking the negative thought can be a bad habit. And most people don't know that, like, having negative thoughts, thinking negative, being negative, that can be a habit, bro. And most people, is their habit. And I'm only saying that because that used to be a habit of mine too. Like, and I'm still working on that. Like, I'm not waking up every day mad. I'm waking up every day being more grateful for what I do have, because there's a lot of people out there that don't got nothing, and they still make it happen. So it's like, that should, like, I wouldn't say that should be like your only motivation, but if you think about that, if you sat down and really thought about like, a person was less than fortunate than you and they still made a way, what's stopping you from making a way? You're stopping yourself. So it's like, you're your worst critic, bro. And I can't stress that enough, bro. And I'm only saying this because I'm going through it, bro. That's the whole point of me like giving this advice to y'all, is to help you guys genuinely overcome your feelings, work on your relationship with God, and to get to where you genuinely want to be, bro. Because like, I remember like when I was depressed at once upon a time, I used to watch these motivational videos, and I still watch them because they do help. Like, there's different ways of learning knowledge. Like, you don't have to just read books all day to gain knowledge. There are different ways of gaining knowledge, but you have to actually soak in the knowledge, study it, and like apply it. If you're not applying it, don't work. It's not going to work. And like, a lot of times you'll get distracted of worldly distractions and you'll forget like your whole purpose of what you genuinely here to do, bro. So that's why I'm saying, like, you have to really want it, bro. Like, and when I say don't give up, like, I know this whole video is supposed to be about giving up, but like, it's deeper than not just giving up, because you're going to have days where you're not going to want to feel like you want to do what you know you need to do. And that's when like the temptation and overthinking comes in, because like, if you know you need to do it, why are you thinking about something you know you need to do? Stop thinking about it and just do it, because you know you need to do it. Every day you should try to work to be at least 1% better than yesterday, bro. If you're not, it's not the end of the world, but that should be like your goal, bro, to be better than 1% yesterday. 1% yesterday, like yesterday, I genuinely didn't do everything I was supposed to do. Like, I did read my Bible, I did meditate, and I did post a TikTok, but lately I haven't been writing down how I feel. And with me writing down how I feel comes with like being in more control of my thoughts, and like I'm learning to how to track my habit of thinking so I can learn how to change my thoughts so I can start thinking better, start feeling better. So like your thoughts plays a very big role in like your mental space, because you're going to have thoughts that come in your head that's not necessarily your thoughts, but you have the choice to believe it or throw it out the window. Just like if it's somebody speaking some nonsense and you don't want to hear it, you're not going to sit there and listen to it if you don't want to, right? If a person is talking bad about you, or a person is trying to make you feel uncomfortable or make you mad, you're going to realize that, okay, I have the choice to listen to it and accept it, or I have the choice to not accept it and go the other way. And like a lot of times where people slip up and giving up is because they accept them thoughts, them negative thoughts that the devil puts in your head, and instead of just believing in themselves and having faith within God and trusting the process, they give up. And like they be too eager to like rush to the destination. And it's like, don't get me wrong, the destination to where you want to go in life is great. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's not about the destination, it's about the journey, bro. It's a marathon, not a race. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about who started the fastest, it's about who finished. You know what I'm saying? Because like if you start off running fast and you get tired and you can't even finish the race, what was the whole point of starting fast first? So sometimes you may have to take a step back and recalibrate your brain on certain things. So like I ain't saying it like I'm all the way perfect. I'm like just keeping it real with y'all, because I'm still working on building myself and learning who I genuinely am. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I have a name, but a name is just two words. That doesn't mean that I know who I am. Knowing yourself is like within your mental and your spiritual, you know, and God teaches you how to know yourself because God is the one that created all of this. So it's like when you start to learn yourself spiritually and mentally, it starts to project your physical. So that's the whole point of being in a physical body, bro. Like people don't understand. Like people think they just wake up and go to work and that's making money and paying bills. They make enough money to pay their bills, they're fine. But they're missing out on a whole sort of life. Life is a learning experience, bro. If you feel like, I'm gonna put it like this. If you feel like you know everything, or you feel like after school you don't need to read books, or you don't need to like gain any more knowledge, you're cooked. I'm gonna just keep it real, you're cooked. Because now your mindset is stuck on a one-sided mentality. And and life is a learning experience. So you have to learn from different perspectives and different experiences. So to learn from different experiences and to understand that, you have to have I say like you can't see things one-sided. You got to be able to understand from different perspectives, because everything in life is not going to be in one perspective. God shows stuff through different things vividly. So like I know, like for me, like a lot of times if I see a video, or if it's like how I know I have signs from God is like I could be on social media, right? I could be scrolling. Like I have my usual normal content I look at, like cars and stuff like that, right? Or dirt bikes. And then there'll be a video that talks about God that pop up, and I'm like, And then I think to myself, I'm like, this video ain't pop up for a reason. This video popped up for a reason, but I have the choice to choose if it's a sign from God or it's just a video. You know what I'm saying? So you have to start thinking under the surface level of things, bro. So like when it comes down to like not giving up, bro, every day is going to be a battle, bro. You're not going to have, there's nothing wrong. I'm going to put it like this. There's nothing wrong with having motivation, but when motivation dies down, what are you going to do to keep yourself going? Like genuinely, like, what are you going to do when you keep yourself going? And like, for me, when I don't have motivation, the best thing I can do is talk to God, because God is always going to have what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. So if you really can take what you need, God will give it to you. But a lot of times we don't even be ready for what we're asking for. So it's like, how can we accept what we asking for if we not doing what we need to do to accept it? So like, you have to learn how to make sacrifices. You got to learn how to discipline yourself. So that's when I say, like, when you don't have the motivation, bro, you got to have the discipline to do it. And that's where discipline and consistency comes in, because when I started genuinely working out, at first I was like, okay, I do want to get a physique body. Like, I don't want to be like a bodybuilder, but I do want to have a certain physique of, like, not in the sense like it matters to other people that I work out, but I know that, and within myself, like, okay, my body done changed. I can see it in myself. So if I can see it in myself, I know other people will see it as well. But now, when I work out, bro, I'm working out for discipline. So it's like, yes, I'm building my body, I'm making my muscles stronger and things of that nature, but I'm genuinely working out to build discipline, because I never used to like working out. I never even cared about working out. I used to be one of those guys like, oh, I don't need to work out. I'll just be skinny old me. Just, you know what I'm saying? But in reality though, bro, working out, it teaches you more than just building your muscle, bro. It teaches you how to mentally keep going. And majority of things, bro, it's a mental thing. It's not even a lot of things in this world, bro. It's like 80% mental and 20% physical. That's why you see a lot of people, they could be working hard their whole life, and it could take them a long time to get a certain amount of money. And then it's like, if you was to work on your mental and you find a way to do something differently, you can make money doing things like, bro, you could literally make money off of like AI nowadays, bro. Like, there's so many ways of making money. You don't even have to physically go and work a job. And not knocking a 9 to 5, because you can still make good money working a 9 to 5. It all depends on what trade and what you genuinely want to do. But like, people be always complaining about their job, or they're always complaining about like where they're not at in life. And then it's like, that off of them complaining makes them want to give up, because they don't even believe that they can get to where they want to go, because they don't see the result right now. Every day isn't going to be a great day, but every day is not going to be a bad day either. You have the choice to choose what you make that day, bro. Like, you're really in control of your own life, and people don't be understanding that. That's why I make these videos, bro. I genuinely want to help you guys, like, change our lives, bro. Like, and sincerely, it means a lot to me that I can help somebody. Like, I can sit here and talk to somebody, or I can sit here and talk to this camera, and then somebody could watch this video, and then they could think about giving up, but they watch this video, and now they got that motivation, they got that drive, they got that fire built back up. Because when you don't have that motivation, you still got to keep going, bro. When it's not going right, you still got to keep going. You still got to have faith. So it's like, when you feel like things are going bad, I'm gonna put it like this: every problem has a solution. You have the choice to choose to find the solution or not. Pretty much like that. So if I caught a flat tire, right? Most people look at it like, oh, that's bad. But there's a reason behind everything. There's a positive and a negative. And it's just like, bro, you have the choice to choose. And a lot of times people don't even know how to choose for themselves, because one, they're always around other people that's influencing them. Like, most people don't even know how to think for themselves. And I want to think, I genuinely used to be like that. Like, I only used to think the way how I think because of the people that I was around. So I started getting around myself and started asking myself, like, what do I genuinely want to do? Who do I want to be? How do I want to make an impact on this world, bro? So it's like, if you really, 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 really want to, you're going to. So it's like, you see this video, like, okay, some people may see this video and be like, okay, this is my sign to lock in. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's like one thing to me. Like, some video, like, learning knowledge, I watch through a lot of videos, but I also read books as well, too, to gain knowledge, because it's a lot of knowledge and wisdom in books as well. But that's why I say reading the Bible is very important. Not saying everything in the Bible is like 10 out of 10 correct, but the Bible is like meant to guide you through life. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you was to follow the 10 commandments, majority of things should follow suit. And I'm not saying every day you're going to wake up and just be like this great person, but eventually you're going to be training yourself to be a better person. And with you being a better person, you're not going to be doing the same stuff. You're not going to be allowing the same stuff. So you're going to start to know your worth. Once you know your worth, bro, You're not going for none of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't give up, bro. Like, it's not hard, but it ain't easy at the same time. It can get difficult, but it can get easier. But you have the choice to make it. Whatever you choose to make it is what it's gonna be. So if you wanted to give up today, that's on you. I can't see myself being no loser. If you don't give up and you're still going, like, every day may not be, and that's what another thing, bro. Like, every day may not be like productive. Like, there's gonna be days you fall short. Keep that in mind. There's gonna be days you're gonna fall short. But you not giving up is repetitively building the discipline with you to keep on going. And once you build that discipline, bro, regardless if you had a bad thought, if you had a bad day and you wasn't feeling it, you just like, F this, I'm not going to do anything, it's going to be something in the back of your head that's going to tell you, like, okay, are you going to quit? No. Because now you done built that reputation, you done built that consistency of discipline to keep on going regardless if it's something that's going good or not. Like today, it's Sunday. I genuinely, when I woke up, bro, I'm keeping it a whole buck. I didn't feel like doing anything that I was supposed to do today. But I told myself, I was like, it's okay to fall short, but me knowing that I can do something about it and then not doing nothing at all ain't falling short. That just me not caring. So if I really cared and I really did want to better myself, I would at least do something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just woke up and I was just like, okay, let me get up, let me do something. Like today, I didn't even feel like recording this video, but I wasn't going to give up on myself. Because if I give up on myself, how will I be able to show other people to not give up? You know what I'm saying? So me making these videos, even like, it be days I don't want to record. It be days when I don't want to read my Bible. But that don't mean just because I don't feel like doing it, I'm not going to do it. And then the days that I don't do it, I feel like a self-guilt. It's like a self-guilt. Like, it be eating me up. Like, I'll wake up and it's like, I won't be mad, but I won't be in the best mood possible. Like, I'll just be like, I don't even want to be messing around with nobody. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's not nothing that somebody did to me. It's what I did to myself. Because I knew better and I should have did better, but I didn't. Even if I didn't do everything I was supposed to do, at least doing something is better than doing nothing. That's why I say every day, try to be 1% better than yesterday, bro. And to be real with you, off of what I did today and what I did yesterday, I'm already 100% better. Because I didn't give up. I'll usually just be like, F it. I'm going to just chill, scroll on my phone and just watch TV all day. But no, bro. There's people out here that genuinely need help, bro. And if I just sit here and just let a day go by, then another day go by, then another day go by, then it's going to start a habit. And I don't want to start a bad habit. I want to start good habits. So it's like, if I want to genuinely start a good habit, I got to be disciplined. You got to learn how to hold yourself accountable, bro. And when you start holding yourself accountable, bro, you're not going to give up. You're not going to give up. So it's just like, do it for the people that can't do it. Or do it for the people that want to do it and don't have the opportunity to do it. Because there's some people that may be in jail right now, bro, that genuinely want a job, that genuinely want to chase their dreams, but they're physically withheld in. They're physically held, they're locked up. You know what I'm saying? And it's another type of locked up, but mentally, bro. You could be out here physically, but you could be mentally locked up. And that's how most people is, bro. I was even like that. Sometimes I still be mentally locked up. But the closer I work with God, the more I talk to God, the more I I'm starting to learn how to just like talk to God like how I'm sitting here talking to this camera, bro. And God listens. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with keeping it real with God. Not saying like, oh, sit there and cuss every single sentence, but he understands that we have emotions. He understands that every day is not going to be great. Every day is not going to be bad either. But you have the choice to make the day what you genuinely want it to be. You know, and a lot of people don't know that. So that's why I'm here to make these videos, bro. So like if you want to subscribe, please do. If you want to like, please do. But if you don't, I ain't tripping on it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, when you do something sincere, it's going to show regardless, bro. And like, obviously, just off of watching the video, like, you're going to see like, okay, bro, not saying this for no reason. He's saying it because he obviously done been through it or he knows something. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to reach the right people when the time is right, bro. And if you're one of them people, bro, keep going, bro. Don't give up, bro. You got this, bro. Like, if somebody always told you that you can't do something, bro, and try to down your light, and they never even did what they wanted to do, throw it out the window, bro, because they can't tell you something they ain't never do themselves. That's like a person trying to tell you how to spend $100,000, but they never even made 10K. Why would I listen to you? How you gonna give me advice on something? Like, don't get me wrong, they could probably tell you something that you could probably take advice on, but not every single thing they're saying is gonna be like that. No, it don't work like that. Like, if they messed up, take the advice on not making the same mistakes they made, but don't try to let somebody influence you on what you genuinely want unless it's a positive input to your life. So if it's something that you want to be, start surrounding yourself by it, bro. And when you start surrounding yourself around people, like-minded people that's doing the things that you genuinely want to do, or people that you genuinely want to be like, that energy and what they do is going to start rubbing off on you. And when it starts rubbing off on you, you're going to start turning into it. So it's like, if you want to be a millionaire and you can't even be around a millionaire, look up a video how to start thinking like a millionaire. So start learning how to do things like what millionaires would do if you genuinely want to be one, you know, or whatever the case may be. I'm just using that as an example, you know, because majority of people like, oh, I want to be a millionaire, or I want to do this, or I want to do that. You know, like me genuinely, I want to be like I want to say like a life coach, but like that guy that always kept it real. And like, I shouldn't have to like sugarcoat it. Like, I should be able to keep it real, like to the real nitty gritty, to the bone. You know what I'm saying? Because every day ain't going to be cupcakes and rainbows. I'm going to keep it real. Like, but the storm don't last forever too. So it's like, it's going to rain, but that's when you got to have that confidence. That's when you got to have that discipline. That's when you got to have that consistency to keep going through the storm. Because after the storm, the sun is going to shine again. And when it shines, it shines. When it rains, it's going to rain. But when you got that faith within God, bro, and you believe in what he's going to do within your life, bro, regardless of what it is, you could lose your job. You could lose your car. But as long as you still have faith within God, God's going to bless you, bro. And it's just like, not just saying just having faith, but you also have to put in the work with it too as well. You know, and a lot of times people don't be willing to put in that work. And they just give up. They give up before they even try for real. So it's like, how could you give up? And you got a person out here that's willing to give it they all. Just like with school, people, like even me, I used to joke around in school. Like, I was very smart, but I just, like, I consider myself as having ADHD. Like, I could never sit down. But, like, I used to always be talking, always, like, being the class clown. But when it came down to it, it's like, damn. There's somebody out here in the world that would die for this education. There's somebody in the world that would, you know what I'm saying, eat, sleep, poop for education. There's some kids out here that can't even get education. So to even sit there and play around and, like, take stuff for granted, bro, it made me feel like, not like crap, but like, it made me like think to myself, like, how are you gonna be or do or try to become something and you're not even really trying for it? So you gotta ask yourself too, are you really trying? Before you even give up, ask yourself, why are you giving up? Or what makes you feel like you want to give up? Because temptation is very strong, bro. But you gotta be the one to see through it. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully this video is helping and inspiring and influencing you and motivating you to get to that next level and not give up, man. But this is Secrets to Life Out, and we're gonna be back with